Hello there. Over the last few weeks, the press has made a concerted effort to paint the Canadian truckers as anti-science, right-wing thugs. Shame on the media. Despite there being no violence to speak of, the UK press did its best to portray the peaceful Freedom Convoy protests in Canada as being full of anti-science hate merchants hell-bent on destruction and violence. But despite peddling that rubbish, the press had absolutely nothing to show to back that up. And in the last couple of days they've been forced to pull that rhetoric back to the protesters being just anti-science, and some are now edging towards a reluctant acknowledgement that it's all about Justin Trudeau's mandates, the ripping away of personal choice that drives the protesters, not insurrection. The trouble is that the damage has been done. People who see this stuff on social media and see what the spokesman for the protesters, Tom Marazzo, actually says on video can see that our press is misrepresenting them. The nasty demonising of ordinary people who are fighting for their human right of bodily autonomy is backfiring on our press. In fact, a quick Google of the name Tom Marazzo gets you virtually nothing from the UK news. They're obviously not wanting to help people find out more, just spout the establishment line. Certain other protesters I could name would not and did not get this type of treatment. In fact, if it were them on the Ambassador Bridge or in Ottawa right now, Trudeau and the press would be saying how brave they are, etc., not lining up the riot squads for an attack. And you can understand the concerns of some Canadians when you listen to their Prime Minister Justin Trudeau talking divisively and threateningly about them. He's even been on video telling truckers to vacate Ottawa, especially if they've got children. What the hell is that meant to mean? Anyway, the UK press also has a problem with the Canadian truckers because they are not doing what, in their eyes, a proper protester does. They are not carrying baseball bats and sticks, setting light to cars, looting and attacking the police with Molotov cocktails. No, they provide bouncy castles for kids, sing a lot and toot horns. I bet there are a lot of shop owners in the UK and the US who wish the London riots and certain other protests had been conducted that way. A bit of a problem for our bloodthirsty press. They are gagging for something to kick off. But another problem the press has is with counting. Instead of giving out the truth, depending on the organisation protesting, the same numbers for one will be hundreds of thousands, but for the other it's a few dozen or a grudging couple of hundred. The press obviously think that their job is to follow through on what these government nudge units do. In the main, they don't think they're there to report the truth, with their only concession being to snipe at right-wing politicians' personalities and coo like the besotted at those on the left, and the BBC is the worst of them. And when are they going to start giving us all the true lowdown on the growth of copycat protests in places like Australia and France? So what's your opinion on UK press reporting of the Canadian truckers? Please like and comment below. Please subscribe and like this video, buy a mug and support me on Patreon or PayPal, and thank you for watching.